Hi Virgo, welcome to Ascending Soul's Journey. I am Lorianne, here to give you the messages for the month of January. We just entered 2021, hallelujah, we left 2020. But the truth is, a lot of 2020 is going to come into the very beginning. It's going to kind of roll into the beginning of January, the first quarter of the year for sure. But all of the changes that have taken place in our lives that have taken place actually starting around mid 2019, the third quarter or the fourth quarter for some of you, where you began to feel kind of like a pull back. And I do feel this message is really associated to Virgo for some reason. So we're going to take a look at the universal energies from my deck, and we're going to look at the energies and whatever's coming in. I will be doing another energy reading, an actual energy reading for the first week of January forward. I'll be doing those weekly because the shifts are going to take place very rapidly. So we're looking at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Virgo, and whatever comes through this reading, I will reiterate to you. And we're going to look at your end and the opposing energy and look at love at the end of the reading for couples and singles. This has to do with self-value. So when you look at this card, the green represents pentacles, and it represents earth along with the other colors in here. And every color and every shape and everything I did in these cards are for a reason. Because I see and hear things differently. I feel it different. But a lot of times I may see this when I'm doing your personal reading, and it's like, what the hell does that mean, right? Earmuffs, sorry. But this is about your personal value. It's about really analyzing your own set of boundaries when it comes to what you give and who you give to, I feel is what the message is going to be. Most definitely, because when we're looking at you, the earth represents you, Virgo. And I see you as being a very nurturing, very organized individual. And that's good, and that falls under the positive aspect of self-value. But there's a low side to everything. There's a positive and a negative on every avenue of life. It doesn't matter what it is. So when we're looking at this, some of you might be feeling like you are pulling into the self-value again, coming out of the phase where you had to work really hard, maybe in 2020, trying to get things up and turned around and going a new direction, right? And let me say, 2021 really got our brains active. Either we got active in our brain or we just shut down, right? But for this group of you, I feel you did. You took control of the situation. With the King of Wands, that's actually looking at the way you are respected by your partner as well. And if you're dealing with somebody who is not treating you with any self-value, you may be changing that. You might be putting your foot down very, very soon, because self-value means we are going to step up to our true authentic self, and we will eventually speak the truth. It doesn't mean it's got to be mean or vindictive or have anything attached to it other than do not speak to me that way, right? That's it. That's it. You've got the Seven of Cups next to it, and you may have been very confused about your partner, about somebody in your life. And for some of you, it's just your own value. Really, it is. Because when we're around people who are toxic and it goes from one situation to another, remember, whatever vibration we're at, that's what we bring into us. So my younger years, I brought in a lot of negative people because I was raised to do that. I was raised to be an enabler. That's the way when we grow up in a toxic relationship, toxic families can do that. So we draw in these type of energies, and I feel that's what you may have been dealing with, where this is about you taking control and being able to see through the illusions and around you and in your own life. I don't even mean the world. I mean in your own life. But it could have been the outside world that made you see it in your life, right? So what we see happening around us also is happening inside of us through 2020. And it started for a lot of us I think in a lot of you, it started in the fourth quarter of 2019. And we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is a very stubborn individual. Okay, so if this is a person you're dealing with, you may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I also feel the energy of a Scorpio is attached to this, and Sag again, and somebody very domineering, especially with their words. Like they can walk into a group of people and go, And everybody goes, oh, right? So whoever you're attached to may have really given you a little bit of a raw end of the deal. But that's changing, okay? There's like an illusion around this person. And for some of you, you might be thinking the person you're with is like, okay, like, wow, they are really the bomb. But there might be a little bit of an illusion, like, you know, they are very assertive, aggressive individual, whoever you've met recently. But with these two cards next to each other, they could be very, very stubborn and a little bit arrogant. Not necessarily in a low vibration, but giving you false illusions about them. I feel this person is a bit of a player, kind of an energy, even though they're showing as the King of Wands. The stubbornness in them, they may not be willing to open up. I don't know who that's going to resonate with, but I do hope to see your comments here. So also, we're going to look at the opposing end because there's something attached to the options around you where you have two options getting ready to come into you on a personal level, Virgo. Now, this could be an apology. It very well could be. But for a lot of you, I feel this is an opportunity to step into the limelight of something you may have worked very hard at. You may be given a lot of opportunities and you have to look through all of the hazy to find the right one for you. So out of 7 offers that come in, you've got to find the right one for you. And the way to do that is to maintain your own personal energy of the Emperor. Knowing what works for you and knowing what doesn't work for you. And the only way we can find that out is through our own personal value. How we see our own self. Now, whoever you're dealing with, you had 2 cards come out. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the Prince of Pentacles. This is an offer to be a part of a team unit that is going to bring more money into your environment. And it may fall underneath the lines of a government or a, I'm going to say like a very large authoritative type of a environment that is going to offer you this opportunity. And again, you're going to have more than one offer, more than one opportunity that comes through. So you have to establish which offer you want, because only one of these offers is this one. And this one means it's bigger than the Page and it's not as big as a King, but it means it's going to be enough money for you to take care of you, your family. You're going to feel confident again. You're going to feel like you can start bringing your own personal self-value up. And I like that. Now, some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, because that energy is all around. And, you know, you may have this way of camaraderie with this person. Like, even though they're just like, I feel that they may even have a little bit of the King of Wands in them. Like there's something charismatic about this individual that makes you want to participate with them. It's almost like a magnet drawing you in. You know what I mean? It's just a very down to earth, a very good feeling. And it's going to match you because you're Virgo. So Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Wanted to make sure I didn't say the wrong name. You guys don't like that. So we do have the the Knight of Pentacles, and then that's the second time it's coming in. So you see you have different offers. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 right here on the board of what I'm looking at. That's 4 offers, 4 opportunities coming into you. And some of you, it could be the difference between a job and love, or I want the job there, but it pays a little. But if I pick the job here, it pays more. Where you have to make that particular choice, right? You're going to have multiple offers in love, in finance, in some area of your life. And definitely, I feel for some of you, this is an apology from maybe a brother, a sister, from some type of a family member or a very close friend that you considered family, where you're a little bit closer in age, but there is a gap between you. You may not have spoken with this person in, I'm seeing 10, so that's 10 years, okay? Not 10 months, it's a long time, a long gap. Like, you don't even know who they are anymore, because we all change, we all evolve, or we stay stuck in the past. It just depends. But unless we speak to that person, we're never going to know how they changed. And when we become grounded and we recognize our own self-value and we understand how to set those boundaries, it doesn't matter what they did in the past. You're going to be smart enough to know whether or not they're going to do that again or not. Cappy's, he's itching. My dog, he's never far from me. He's like always right. Usually he lays on my feet. So, or he leans on me like I wake up going, I can't move. You slept on me all night. He's a beautiful, beautiful puppy. So we have the card of purpose that came out. Your life purpose has everything to do with these offers, with these opportunities. When we move into our true calling, things will start falling into place. Now, that doesn't mean that we're instantly going to go from rags to riches. No. You may need some education, and education is on the board. There may be a skill set that you need to learn in order to become part of this team. And that could be putting the offer off a little bit further. And I don't feel it'd be long. It'd be like 3-5 weeks or 3-5 months. It's not very long at all. Where by the time you're done, you literally are going to have this offer attached to it. So you have to make sure that that's your actual reading. You don't want to just jump in because you heard a reading. Tap into your own self, and you have to make your own choice in you if this opportunity is the right one for you. Now, when it comes to love, wow, you guys, some of you, your partner, we're looking at couples right now, and then we'll look at singles. Your partner might be a lot stuck. You know, the kind of person that they don't say much, but when they do speak, everybody listens because they rarely ever speak. So they're like mesmerized. Oh, you're talking. You ever met somebody like that? It's like, whoa, right? Very traditional type of an individual, very old school. There might be a large age gap between the two of you because I am seeing them a little bit older, 10 to 20 years. So there is a huge age gap between you and your partner if this is your group. I'm feeling, if it is an age gap, it's a dynamic difference. Two complete opposite religions and beliefs. Two complete traditions and values coming from two different countries, you know, really opposite energies where they might be difficult to deal with, but I feel they're going to apologize. Let's see what comes out for you. Give your relationship a chance because this is an apology coming in that is probably taken forever. With the Page of Pentacles, that means it took a long time. It's turtle slow, okay? Turtle slow. Never misses a beat, but it's super slow, right? But then again, there's the tortoise and the hare, that old book, if you are familiar with it, where the hare was very fast and energetic, and somehow that little tortoise still got to the finish line before the other one. And that may be taking place for some of you right now. If you're dealing with a soul connection and you guys are apart, you might be hearing from them at almost instantaneously when you meet a brand new person. Remember, the board is showing you have a lot of offers, a lot of opportunities coming into you. Healing family issues, letting go of the calling in the low vibration people, letting go of people who are stuck and stubborn in the way that they, went there once, don't want to go there. I dated a guy one time and I really liked him, but it was like everywhere I wanted to go, he didn't want to travel anywhere and I wanted to travel. That's all I ever wanted to do my whole life was travel. And he didn't want to go anywhere because he's been everywhere. He'd been to 3 different places in 2 different countries in the United States and 2 others. And he didn't want to go anywhere else. Well, that gave me nothing in the future. There's nothing there, okay? So you could be dealing with somebody like that, you know, where they seem to be kind of stuck, or it could be you, Virgo, where you might be a little bit stuck and not willing to try something new. And I am telling you, if you try something new, this offer, this opportunity, if you try something new, it's going to be really very moving for you, and it's going to rise your personal confidence level up. Trust your gut on whatever comes through and make sure you are only listening to your inner intuition. Have an amazing January. Thank you for watching and much love.